Hello everyone, this is Ferdin for Ferdin Speaks. So in this video, I am going to explain how you can connect a Raspberry Pi with various input and output devices, and especially in this video I am going to explain how to connect a Pi cam. So this is the Pi cam. So how we can connect a Pi cam and how we can write a code in order to capture an image and store it in the internal storage of Raspberry Pi. So here in my lab setup I have this HDMI to VGA female port. So I can connect a VGA cable to a computer's monitor, and then I have this Raspberry Pi camera. So this camera should be connected to this slot like this way, and there should be a careful information you need to have, like you need to be careful about the installation of this camera. This is very delicate and it is very vulnerable to a varying voltage. So it has problem with the static electricity. So we need to fix or uninstall this Pi camera when the Raspberry Pi is switched off. So right now my Raspberry Pi is switched off, so I can have it connected over this jack, and then I have this HDMI to VGA cable so that I can connect it to a Raspberry Pi's monitor. Now I have this VGA cable which is coming right from my computer monitor. So you can see this is the port we need to connect with. So I need to do it when that Pi is off. It is advisable to do it when it is off. So I have connected this, and then this is the output device we have connected to a computer's monitor, and now we need to operate our keyboard and mouse. For that I am using the USB ports from the keyboard and monitor. So using any of these ports in the USB ports, we can insert the mouse and then the keyboard. So that's all the basic setup we need to do before powering it on. So for powering it on, you can use any micro USB adapter which is having a 5 voltage output. So I am using this USB adapter, and then this is used to power on my Raspberry Pi. So let's get started by powering it on. You can see the lights glowing. So the green and the red lights glowing, which is mentioning that the Raspberry Pi is switching on. After we boot the Raspberry Pi screen of desktop will look like this. So you have it is actually a Linux based operating system called Raspbian, which is a distribution of Debian OS, and it has the features of Raspberry Pi. So to set up the camera alone, we need to have a specific setup. So for that we need to open the terminal. In the terminal we need to type sudo space raspi -config, and then we get a screen like this, and in this we need to change the options in the interfacing options. We need to just go down to this interfacing options, and then we have camera, SSH, VNC, SPI, I2C serial, one wire, and remote GPIO. So here today we are now going to use only the camera. So I use this camera, enter, and then it asks, would you like the camera interface to be enabled? And then I give an enter, yes, a camera interface is enabled, and then I give OK. And then I finish the setup using the left or right arrow keys. You can move to these two options down, then finish, enter, it goes back. So now we have successfully set up our Raspberry Pi. So now we need to write a code using Python. I have already written a code using Python. So to open Python in Raspberry Pi, we have to go to the left top corner. You have this icon to start, and then you have this programming, and in the programming you have Python 3 idle. So I can close this terminal off, and this is the terminal we have got. So we need to open our Python file. We need to open our Python file. Go to file, and I am opening the file which is available. I have saved it as camera.py. You are not supposed to store this file name as pycamera.py, because there is a library called pycamera. So you are supposed to use any name other than pycamera. So I have opened. When you observe the code, you can see import pycamera and import datetime. These two are library functions which are to be imported, and pycamera by default is not available. So we are supposed to install by using in the command prompt we need to type pip space install space pycamera. Then you will be able to get this library installed, and date time is already available. And then we create camera as an object. This object will use the library function pycamera, and then it uses the function pycamera off, and this object camera will capture the image. Then timestamp is the value of the time now, that is the current time, and then camera.capture, then the place where it has to be stored, followed by %s timestamp, that is it will name the image as image followed by the timestamp value which was stored, and then camera.close will finish the process. So this is how the code works for capturing an image in Raspberry Pi. So once the execution is done, we need to go and check for the folder. And here you can see I have taken this image 2019 5/17, that is today's date and the time. So it has taken something which is down there. The camera is not focusing, it is actually focusing something on the floor. So I am going to show you something else. So I am going to capture this Arduino which is down here. So now I am going to execute the code again. Okay, it has executed. So let's check the Pi folder again. So we have the next image. Voila, we got the Arduino processor which is captured by the Raspberry Pi. So this is how we can capture any image using Raspberry Pi, and we can process those images using some libraries, and that I will be teaching in another video. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe and press the bell notification icon so that you will receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. So this video is just the beginning of Raspberry Pi. We have so many more to come. If you like this video, press like for this video. If you have any questions, please leave the questions in the comments. I will be replying you as soon as possible. So we will meet in another video with another technology with Raspberry Pi. Thank you.